Hey everybody, this is Jason, Zombie Collector, but I should be saying Irish Zombie Collector today because I received a care package from one of the besto guys around that I just truly cherish his friendship. I believe we can call each other friends at this point. We talk a lot on the phone. I should say we text, but I don't think we've ever talked on the phone or spoke on the phone. We text a lot. He's given me lots of words of encouragement. He's been just a great guy. I think a lot of people, I don't know if he does this with other YouTubers or not. I don't know if I'm saying anything I shouldn't be saying, but he's the kind of guy who might just message me out of the blue and just say, hey man, what's going on? Like, no rhyme or reason, just checking in. I think that's just like, says such great things. And that's the kind of guy I am actually too, so it really means a lot. But Andrew from Nuff Said Cards reached out to me a couple weeks ago, and we were just chatting. Again, one of the things we were just talking about other stuff. Nothing about baseball, really. I think I sent him a thing. Oh, I know what it was. I sent him a link to a eBay auction, and I said, hey, this might be something you're interested in. You know, I don't know all the stuff that he collects, what he has, what he does, and what he looks for. But he was like, hey man, I appreciate it. And I don't know if he ended up looking into it as far as purchasing it or not, but he was just like, hey man, thanks a lot. And so we started talking about this like pre-war cards and things of that sort, and we were just having a good time chatting. And then he was like, well, I told him I'm looking into start getting a few pre-war cards myself, but I'm still hugely would be inexperienced and big newbie when it comes to that. And we talked, one thing led to another. He was like, hey man, let me just send you one. And I was like, no, man, that's not necessary. I know those cards can be super expensive, and, you know, it's not necessary. And he was insistent. I even kept saying, are you sure? And he was like, yeah, man, sure. So he said, all right. So he goes, I want to send you this T206 Wagner to add to your collection. And I was like, yes. I have a Wagner. I'm going to take everybody out during the National, and I'm going to buy the first round on me. Everybody's going to get a round of milk on me. I'll let you put it on the rocks if you want, or you can just drink it straight up. But I was so excited. But then he said he wanted to. I misread it. And I was like, oh, man. All right. But he goes, he did give me a HEINIE, not a Honus. But he gave me some HEINIE. Had a few other things that he thought might add to the collection here. You know, throw my way. And then which was so classy of him, he goes, don't feel like you need to make a video or get me back for any of these cards. I just want to do this for you, your friend, Andrew. So Nuff Said, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. He remembered watching my video because he sent me, if you all remember, a couple months ago, I did a live stream of me cracking a bunch of these leaders cards from baseball, like 1986, I believe. And I was cracking these on a live stream, and I got the whole set. I had a whole box that had not been opened before. So I cracked them, and on live camera, I was able to put the whole set together as I cracked them. And I think it was the guy's last name was Bannister, is one that was like eluding me. I needed like a William Bannister card or something. And every time I cracked a pack, I was missing the Bannister of all cards. I was like, I need a Bannister card in my life. Because I kept getting like the Ripkins and the Hendersons and the Mattingleys. I couldn't get like Roger Bannister or whatever. So that was a little homage to that. Thank you. And dude, like this stuff he sent me was just outstanding. He sent me a 2000, I believe it was at 2018 Ichiro Topps Chrome, which I don't know if I have the Chrome. I think I had the base. Then he sent me this Topps International Affairs Ichiro. I think there's a few different variations of this. I don't know if this is a refractor or something with the prism stuff in the background. I'm not for sure. There's a couple different variations I've noticed, so thank you. Then he sent me this, which was awesome. I don't think there's nothing behind him. And he sent me this awesome, which I don't think I own this either, because you all know me. Juan Soto, Topps Chrome. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, dude. This is the one that like Phil from Filmington's been trying to get, you know, on his channel. You know, nicely centered with the corners and everything. And this thing just looks awesome. I mean, I would think this would be at least a Gem Mint 12, Harold Baines, maybe a Gem Mint 11, Stranger Baines. But it doesn't stop there, guys. He actually sent me a Yaz, and I do not have this Yaz. This is a 1975 Yaz. I actually know this set because of how colorful it is. He sent me this cool Carl Yastrzemski Red Sox card from 1975 Topps, dude. It is amazing. So cool. Like, I hadn't even got to the T206 card. It's unbelievable. Like, I'm so excited. So, there's that. And then, blew me out of the water, man. I believe this is a 1959 Warren Spahn All-Star card, man. Unbelievable. I always have wanted this card. I remember seeing this card at the sports page in Indiana, Jamestown, Indiana, when I was a kid. I remember thinking that blue is just so bright and just pops off the card. Warren Spahn was always somebody my dad talked about, like watching growing up when I was a kid. He talked about how he was a good ball player. Obviously, I never got to see him play, at least not live, of course, on recorded stuff, but here is the Warren Spahn, which is absolutely gorgeous. I believe it's really well centered. You know, coming from Andrew, he has a good eye. So I really don't need to like tell you all anything you don't know. Andrew's not picking up garbage, unlike me picking up my garbage. And then here's the one you all came for. This is a 1909, so just a little bit older than me. Number 364. HEINIE Wagner, not Honus Wagner, but HEINIE, his kid brother. It's just unbelievable. Like I still can't. Like when I was holding this in my hand, I'm like, don't even know, man. And the centering is awesome. I think maybe top to bottom is a little off, but unbelievable. Okay, stop looking at it. Let me just show it to you. Here it is, guys. A Beckett number 3. On this, let me just get a little bit closer so everybody can appreciate this. Oh my gosh, this is just amazing. It's in Piedmont. I remember opening up like Allen and Ginter cards and seeing these backs, and you know, when I was first started back into collecting, I didn't even understand what I was looking at. I just was like, don't really understand what they were trying to give homages to, and now I completely get. I mean, now I know before this, but now I get to hold in my hand an actual 1909. This card is older than, if my grandparents were still alive, it would have been older than they were. The oldest person in my life I've ever been around was born in 1917, which was my grandfather. And this card is, what? I don't know. 8 years older than him. Something like that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm just like sitting there, I mean, like, and just awe of this. So the subgrades are, if you all can see, it was like centering 5, edges 4.5, corners, I think it's at 2.5. Corners are 2.5, and the surface is a 3.5. So that's the subgrades. Let me get this thing a little closer without the glare. But that is it, guys. HEINIE Wagner from the Boston Americans, I guess, or I don't know if they're called the Boston Americans, or this is maybe the American League. I'm just like so in awe of it. Whew. All right, guys, so that is it. I was going to do a little like bio about the guy, but you all know I'd be straight up fronting because I don't know much about him, and I don't want to front because that's just not my style. But I'm going to read up on him, and maybe I'll talk about him in another video. Maybe showcase this again. But guys, I appreciate it. If you all have not checked out Nuff Said Cards, Andrew, you need to go to his channel. But I am sure if you watch my channel, you watch his. Because we collect almost the same thing. I mean, his might be 1909, mine's 1989. I mean, we're just talking about potatoes here. But again, thank you so much, Andrew, man. I am beyond blessed from this, and beyond this fortunate. So, peace, love, and hair grease. Support each other, love each other, respect one another, and until next time, I'm out.